Okay, round 72. Working behind round 71, so this is round 71 with the front post stitches, so we're now going to work behind into the tops of the stitches from round 70. Okay, we're going to join with a standing single crochet in the last stitch before the chain 2 space of round 70. Okay, so this is 71 that I've bent forward, so that is the last stitch of round 70. Okay, in the chain 2 corner space of round 70 we are going to single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet. Okay, so round 71's chain 2 space is just left in front for now. Okay, we're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches of round 70. Okay, so 1 and 2. Okay, so that's behind those 2 front post stitches there. And now in the last front post single of round 71, so it's this one, okay, we are going to double crochet and make a bead stitch. Okay, so into the front post single, double crochet and then a bead stitch. Okay, so that means double crochet and then around the post, okay, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop just so that it sits loosely on top 3 times. 2 and 3. Okay, yarn over, pinch and pull through. We're going to skip the next stitch, which is our first double crochet, and we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, sorry about the woofing there. Okay, so we've skipped the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch and a bead stitch in the next stitch. Okay, so again it's a double crochet, yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop 3 times. Okay, skip the next stitch, double crochet, bead stitch, and you're going to do that 23 times. Okay, so skip a stitch, double crochet, bead stitch, skip a stitch, double crochet, bead stitch, 23 times. I'll come back to you then. Once you've repeated that 23 times, your last bead stitch will be made in the last double crochet. Okay, you then don't skip a stitch, you're going to make a bead stitch, and that's going to go into that first front post single. Okay, oops, sorry, everything's dropping off the table. Okay, I chose to finish this side here because this is where I've got the join from the last round. So we've made that double crochet in that next stitch, which is the first front post single of round 71, and we now need to single crochet into the last 2 stitches of round 70. Okay, so where you've got your slip stitch and bit that comes over, you can see there's the last stitch, and if you just pull that over, that is the first stitch you want to go into. Okay, so it will be just after your slip stitch, so it doesn't matter whether you're right or left-handed. If you're right-handed, it's going to be to the left. If you're left-handed, it's going to be to the right, coming up. Okay, so just to make sure that you don't sort of confuse things, you're going to have just pull that chain one and slip stitch over a bit, and you will see those two stitches quite easily. The rest will be fairly simple. Okay, so that is your repeat. Can't quite get out far enough to get all of it in. Okay, so in the chain 2 space of round 70, you're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, then single crochet in the next 2 stitches of round 70, so behind the front post stitches. Then in the last front post stitch, you're going to double crochet and bead stitch, and you've then got a repeat of skip a stitch, double crochet, bead stitch, skip, double, bead, skip, double, bead, 23 times, which brings you across to here. You then no skip stitch, so you've got a double crochet going into your first front post single, and then in the last 2 stitches before that chain 2 space from round 70, you're going to make single crochets. Okay, so go ahead and do that 8 times. Once you get all the way back round to the beginning, you're going to omit that last single crochet, so you've just got 1 to make there. Join to that standing single crochet, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay, round 73. Our hint is to remember that bead stitches are made up of 2 stitches. So again, that's our double crochet, that's the next double crochet. So those are the 2 stitches for the bead stitch. 1 that's from the double crochet, 1 that's from the puff part. Okay, so, and when you're making the front post double crochets, make sure it's made below the 3rd loop. So again, as you look there, you can see that lower loop across here. You need to make sure that your front post doubles are made below, sort of around the post, but below that. Okay, I'll show you as we go along. Okay, so join with a standing single crochet in any chain 2 corner space from round 2. Okay, so that's my yellow round, the last round that we did. Standing single there. Okay, working in front of the chain space. Going to make a double crochet into the chain space from round 71. Okay, and we're then going to single crochet in the same corner space of round 72. Okay, so you've got 2 single crochets made into that chain 2 corner space, and the double crochet is made into this chain 2 corner space. Okie dokie. And then let's start our repeat. So we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. we're going to half double in the next stitch, so that's that last single crochet there. We are then going to front post double crochet around the next double. Okay, so remember below that third loop, and we're then going to half double in the next 2 stitches, so that's the 2 stitches of the bead stitch. Okay, so that's our repeat working across, so make sure that you go around the post and below that third loop with your half double, with your double, sorry, front post double, half double in the next 2 stitches, that's the bead stitch, front post double, 2 half double. Okay, you are going to repeat that. Let me just double check how many times. 24 times. Okay, so once I've done my 24, I will come back to you. Okay, so that's 24 repeats of front post double and then 2 half doubles. So then we're going to front post double around the next double crochet. And half double crochet in the next stitch, so that's the first single there. I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches and then working in the chain 2 space, we're going to single crochet and then working in front, we're going to come down and double crochet into the corner space from round 71 and then pull that slightly over to the side so you can get into that chain 2 space again and make another single crochet. Okay, so that is your repeat working all the way across. You've got your corner, skip 2 stitches, half double crochet, and then you're going to repeat that front post double around the double and then 2 half doubles into the bead stitch all the way across, another front post double, half double in the next stitch, skip the next 2, and then your corner is single crochet working in front. Okay, so it means it's not attached there, double crochet down into round 71 corner and then move over to the side so that you can get another single crochet into that chain 2 corner space. Okay, so go ahead and work that all the way around, all 8 sides. When you come back to the beginning, join to that standing single crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, round 74 we're going to chain 3 and that counts as a double crochet, so if you choose to you can make a starting stitch there instead, and then we're going to make 3 half doubles in the corner double crochet. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to place a marker in the second of those half doubles. Okay, double crochet in the next 77 stitches. Okay, so each of your corners will be 3 half doubles. Place a marker in the second half double and then 77 double crochet. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz across and do that just so that you can see where we are at. Okay, so 77 double crochet brings us so that number 77 is the single crochet, or is made into the single crochet in the corner. So then we start again with 3 half double in the corner and pop your marker in. Okay, and then your first double crochet goes into that single, and then each stitch across is 77. Okay, so go ahead and work that on all 8 sides and join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. Okay, now don't forget, in fact it might be easy to do this, you've got 3 half doubles there, so that one's the half double and that one is the chain 3. Okay, it's easy to, by mistake, make your slip stitch into that half double. Okay, so pop a marker into the chain 3 to help you when you come back round to the other end to join together. Okay, round 75. Okay, so first of all we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch and then into the corner half double crochet. Okay, chain 3 counts as a double, and then double crochet, just take that marker out, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, you will find it handy to just keep your stitch markers in the corners. Now what we're actually doing in this round is we are building the foundation for one of my favourite stitches, the slanting clusters. Okay, so we're going to chain 2 and we are going to skip 3 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet in the next 2. Okay, now it's only after the corner that you're going to skip 3, and basically what this is going to do, you'll see on the next round, it's just going to tilt or tip everything slightly back to the left, because when you're right-handed and you crochet, everything slants slightly to the right. If you're left-handed, it slants to the left. So this is just, we're skipping an extra stitch just to bring things back in line. Okay, so our repeat is 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2. Okay, we're going to do that 19 times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this and I will catch up with you at the other end. Okay, so that's the repeat done 19 times. So the last 2 stitches that we skip are these last 2 before our corner half double. Okay, so in that corner half double we're going to make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so it's a nice easy round, but do remember that the first chain 2 and skip after the corner is to skip 3 stitches, not 2. Okay, so remember that's going to keep our work nice and straight for us. Okay, so after the corner we skip 3, and it will make it look as if it pulls slightly. Don't worry about that, it will be fine. And then all the way across. So at the end we have 2 stitches to skip there. Okay, so go ahead and do that on all 8 sides, and once you come all the way back round to the beginning here, you're going to join to the top of the chain 3, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay, round 76 we are going to join with a standing front post single crochet around the second double crochet of any corner group. Okay, so in our corner group we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the second one, the one before the chain space. So front post single around there. Okay, and we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to make a front post 3 treble cluster around the post of the same stitch. Okay, so yarn over twice, round the post, grab a loop, and through 2 and through 2. Yarn over twice, through 2, through 2. I'm going to do that 3 times. So you've got the chain 3, but that sort of doesn't really come into it. It will do in the next round, but you will see if you haven't done these before. So we've got our 3 partial trebles, so we're going to yarn over and through all the loops. Okay, that's our corner slanting cluster made, and we need to mark that. We will do that in a second. Okay, as you move forward, you're going to front post single around the second double crochet of each pair. Okay, so that's the second one. Chain 3, and then a 3 treble cluster around the post. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, front post single around the second cluster, and I'm just going to pull my loop up and move that stitch marker and put it through both chain 3s. Okay, so that you've got it through, not both chain 3s, through the chain 3 and the corner chain 2. Okay, so we just carry on. Chain 3, 3 treble cluster around the post, and as you'll see, I tend to sort of move my work sideways like this, so it's almost like you're climbing a ladder as you're making the stitches. Put the next one around the second, okay, and just carry on all the way around. And as you continue around each side, the 21st slanting cluster that you make each time will become the corner one. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on along this side and I'll come back to you in a second. So got your corner one there, and you're going to work all the way across. I've gone just past this corner so that you can see that is your corner one. Put your stitch markers so it's through both chain spaces. Okay, and just keep going all the way round exactly the same. Just make sure you mark your corner slanting clusters. Okay, so you are going to make 21 slanting clusters, that's the 21st on each side, all the way around until you get back to here. Obviously you're going to omit that last one. Join to the standing front post single, fasten off and secure your ends. Okay, round 77. I've got this quite zoomed in so that you can see clearly. We're going to start with a standing half double crochet between double crochet and the cluster on any corner. Okay, so you're going to go over round 76 and between the double crochet from 75 and the corner cluster. Oh, standing half doubles, always tricky getting through that last loop. I'll get there. There we go. Righty ho. Let me zoom out a little bit so it's not quite so close. That's it. Okay, so working over the chain 3 and into the chain 2 corner space from round 75, I'm going to make 3 half double crochets. So just pull the cluster down and you'll be able to see quite clearly, quite easily to get in there. So 3 half doubles. Place your marker in the second half double. Okay, so that's your corner stitch, your corner half double crochet. Okay, let's see if we can come in a weeny bit more again. Okay, so now your repeat is going to be to half double crochet over this bit and between the double and the cluster. Okay, and then 3 half doubles working over the chain 3 and into the chain 2. So from behind everything gets trapped in there nice and neatly. Okay, so between the double crochet and the cluster, over the chain 3 into the chain 2, 3 half doubles. Okay, so really simple, easy repeat all the way around. And what you end up with, because the chain 3 becomes trapped, all you can see is the cluster and it slants. Some people say they look like a little row of ducks, which, yeah, maybe they do. Okay, so all the way around, remember to put your stitch marker in the centre or second half double made into any corner space. Okay, that's going to be easy to recognise because you will already have your stitch markers there if you've been good boys and girls and have done as I have told you. All the way round to the beginning and join to that standing half double crochet with a slip stitch. Okay, double check your stitch counts. You are going to have 1 corner half double crochet and 83 half doubles per side. Okay, remember you're working in sets of 4 as you go across. Okay, round 78, this is the last round of part 5. So we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so that takes us to our corner. We are going to make 3 double crochet in that corner stitch. That's number 3. place your marker in the second double crochet, and then double crochet in the next 83 stitches. Okay, so each of your corners is 3 double crochet. Place your marker in the second or center one, and then 83 double crochet. So your final stitch count per side is 85 double crochet plus your corner one. Okay, so just carry on all the way around, and once you get back to the beginning, join to the top of the chain 3, fasten off, secure your ends, work away all of your tail ends so everything's neat and tidy and ready for part 6. Okay, see you next time.